with Jenny Busden, and she's going to tell us a bit about the history of the Harriman Trail.
Yes, well, today we did the Gourmet Ski Tour, which was the Harriman Trail, and we would never be able to do that unless we saved Galena Lodge nearly 20 years ago. Steve Himes, the former owner of Galena Lodge, put his lodge on the market simply because it wasn't penciling out at all and he was losing money. And unfortunately, he didn't seem to be able to get a buyer. So there were a few of us here in Ketchum that felt that perhaps we should purchase the lodge on behalf of the community and then create the trail system that we have today. So we were a little apprehensive that we were going to be able to raise $325,000, but he did take off his lodge off the market for about 3 months, and he said, you know, if you can do it, you can do it. Let's go ahead. So we actually had a big campaign called Help Save Galena, and during that campaign we had various thermometers in town showing how much money we had raised in a certain amount of time. And Teresa Hines came along, and she gave us a phone call, and she said, you know, I have been looking for something that would really be very memorable for my husband, my husband that had died. Mm-hmm. And this seems to me just like a wonderful project where I could give you the money, buy the lodge, and then the community would raise the further $225,000 for an endowment. So we were really very happy about that, because all of a sudden we had $325,000, but then we went back to the community and said, look, this is what we have to do, and within 2 months we'd raised the $225,000. So the community bought the lodge, and then the Blaine County Rec District decided that they would be the people to run the lodge and the trail system. So over the years we've been able to raise a lot of money for grooming equipment, for maintenance of the lodge. It was a real old lodge and consequently needed a lot of work done to it. New sewer, new roof, new doors, you name it, we had to have it. But the community really got together on this, and it was just an amazing project. So Help Save Galena was a very, very successful campaign, and 3 months later, Blaine County Rec District signed the papers, and we were the official owners of the lodge. And then 2 years later, we raised $500,000 to put power into the lodge, because it had very old generator that was causing a lot of problems. So again, we went back to the community and we raised $500,000 in 4 months. So we've really had such tremendous community backing on this project.
Well, and I can say it's due in the greatest extent to your passion and
you're right. It's the passion behind it that
yes.
made it happen, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And I just love to cross-country ski, so I'm a little selfish, but then again, it's just wonderful to be able to ski like we did today on the Gourmet Ski Tour, and it was purchased at the Galena benefit by Beth and Paul Willis for a certain amount of money. I put the Gourmet Ski Tour on the block, on the live auction block, and they were very kind enough to buy it and invite all their 18 friends.
Well, I can tell you as a longtime Ketchum resident, I have not taken advantage of the trails, but to know that they're here when we want to enjoy the outdoors, it's been phenomenal, and it was really fun to get dressed up.
15 kilometers today.
Is that what I did?
Yes.
No wonder I'm exhausted.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're going to have some wine and enjoy dinner.
Well, and on behalf of all of us, this legacy lives on, and due in part, in large, great part, to Jenny Busden. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate it. All right. Woohoo.